Hey everyone! As promised, it is time to return to the world of Stardew Valley for the Let's Peek. I know I was only back. I know I did this 4 weeks ago, but in a month, almost a month, I have clocked in at, if it ever wants to load, 108 hours. And yeah, it's year 4 and all that, and I've been working my way towards, eventually I'm going to 100% this game. That type of thing. Although I don't know if I ever can 100%. But let's take a look at, what I have done so far. Little bit of load lag, apparently. So yeah, the house is big, I have a wife, also have a kid. There's my wife, Abigail. She won me over when she decided to call me over in a rainstorm to play a duet and jam out with her. Something tasty in the mines. Yeah, funny thing about Abigail, she apparently eats amethysts. I don't know either. But her text defaults to some of the wrong, got a kiss, okay. Some of the wrong, in fact, let's see if I can get that to trigger before I go mess with the kid. I got a bunch of potatoes growing. That is not my main income. That is side income and cooking food. So let's see here. Okay, I still have that. I need to sell that. My whiff sit there and made parsnip soup for me. Don't know why. She just did. It's not unwelcome though. I will check the mail shortly. But let's see if she still does the Nope, that was the wrong gift. Oh well. I will have to do quartz or something like that probably to get her. But another kiss. There we go. Where is the rugrat? The rugrat doesn't leave the house. There's my rugrat. Hey girl. There we go. Well, let's see. Weather reports. Tomorrow will be sunny. Fortune teller. Neutral, okay, and I already know how to make every recipe, and that's one of the things I'm working on, is actually making all of these said recipes in the game. But, yeah. Achievements, most of the achievements completed. Cooking, these are all the recipes I have done. Not nearly enough of them, but I'm slowly but surely building up all the ingredients to make the rest of these recipes. I've gotten all the minerals. Missing 5 artifacts. I don't know where I don't know how to get them. I mean, well, I know how to get them, but I don't know how to make it actually work. And almost all the fish caught. So I'm getting there. I just need to work on the super fishing food to, get the legendary fish. That type of thing. It's a lot of items I have to ship. I don't think I want to ship that many of them. I know there's an achievement for shipping 15 of all of these things. But man, getting 15 rabbit feet? That's what that is? I don't know if I'll ever see 15 rabbit feet. So, anyway. Oh yes, also have a galaxy sword. That was a very special one-time thing that you can do later in the game. And Linus sent me fish. I like Linus. Linus is cool. For a homeless dude. Granted, he likes the homeless life, so I'm not going to pick on him about being homeless. But yeah, let's take a look at what farmland I have, here. fences decay, so I made a fence out of lightning rods. Which turned out to be a really good thing because, well, they made lightning rods work a little better. Grab all these potatoes. Do the fun stuff here. I will not divulge the secret of how I got so many of the top tier iridium sprinklers. That's kind of something hidden very deep in the game. You have to do quite a bit to actually unlock those. So I will not ruin them for you. And my flower bed's up there. Haven't even really looked at my fruit trees and my, wild trees. It's Sunday, so I should be able to harvest those too. But first, let's go ahead and get... I'm not going to have time to do much on the town. It's already 9:30. I need to replant all these. Yeah, I can still get one more harvest of potatoes. I'm mainly growing a lot of potatoes because there's a cooking dish I want to stack up a lot of. Well, these have not sprouted yet. Darn it, probably tomorrow. And you are about to see the main crop I make. Wine. Every single one of these kegs has something called an ancient fruit, just, fermenting away. That will sell for, and each of those bottles sells for about 3,300 a piece. So a fairly good chunk of change for that. Let's get right here. And go ahead. Oh, I missed one. Why is that? Let's put that back. There. And why is... And our crows should not be getting in here. There's enough scarecrows. The crows should not... I'm losing... Huh. Oh well. I'm losing tilled soil for some strange reason. I don't get it. Then again, as much as I've played this game, there are still a few things I do not know about it. Even at 100 some odd hours, I am still learning things. I didn't really want to pick that, but oh well. Still learning things. This game definitely has little secrets hidden all over the place. Choppy choppy. That's the thing about Stardew Valley. Even when you've pretty much got everything in hand, you're probably still going to want to actually stay busy on the farm. Although there will be days when you literally have nothing you can do. Just the fates conspire and... Oh, there's another potato I didn't grab. The fates just conspire and say, you will not work today. Granted, most of those are, like festival days and such. Especially now that I'm married, I kind of have to attend the festivals to keep her happy. Because she likes the festivals. Especially the egg hunt. Even though, just because I'm around, she has not won an egg hunt in quite some time. She's just not quite as good as I am at finding the eggs. Of course, it also helps that I learned all the routes. But that is not something I can show off here because, well, we have absolutely no, wow, it's already 2. Oof. Yeah, let's go ahead and play with the animals that you cannot see because I keep them buried under grass, which makes them all way too happy. Are any of you inside? No. She did leave me a dinosaur egg and some wool. Won't complain about that. Sell that tulip because I have no use for a picked tulip. Only use for flowers for me is to make my one beehive produce something that isn't just basic honey. Oh yeah, I've got a fair assortment of animals. I fence my stuff off with, you know, lightning rods. Because, well, it's easier. Haven't messed with my tapper. I need to, but the maple syrup hasn't come in yet, so I'll wait till that does and just gather everything. Do I have anything here? That. Yes, I have very specific spots for just about everything in this game, including the dinosaur egg, which goes in the fridge. Probably pretty good use as a dinosaur omelet, but you know. Can sell that. Can sell that. Sell that. Put that in storage. So get rid of that, get rid of that. Don't need the bass, don't need the soup. And poof. Okay. And get the horse. The horse is a fairly standard thing, but you can get it from the carpenter. So here's my greenhouse. We saw my greenhouse. We saw my coop, which holds all my item chests. A couple of silos. We saw my spare barn, which holds all my kegs. My fruit trees here, which I really should harvest. There we go. Fruit is harvested. So even though it is late, I think we need to take a little jaunt around town so we can show off a few things. Well, oh, that's right. Fruit trees now give higher quality fruit if they're old enough. Okay. Fair enough. And yeah, 40 iridium bars. The little statue that you saw in the house that pops up ore was a reward for getting all 4 candles lit. So let's take a look around town. There's not a whole lot to show off in town that you probably haven't seen in, 50 million other ways. But still, we will not talk about the we will not talk about that building right there, because that is something that, people can mess with it if they really want to, but it's not all that great. Now, Pam's already gone home. But yeah, we have the buses up and running again. The mine carts are up and running again. The community center's been fixed up. Again, don't feel like showing that off because, spoilers, etc., 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 But yeah, no matter how much time you spend, pretty much everyone will still be basically the same. Since I married Abigail, you're supposed to have some special dialogue now. No? Hey, Pierre. You jerk. No? Nothing special to say? I wonder, son. Is her room still her room is still exactly the same. Even though she brought this stuff with her to the house, her room is, including the guinea pig. Oh, that's David the guinea. Okay, David Jr. is the guinea pig I have, she brought with her over at the house. Journey of the Prairie King, Console Edition. Anything interesting? Largemouth? Nah. Don't feel like doing a fishing quest. The only real downside to the horse is it does not go up narrow passages very well. And by very well, I mean it does not go up narrow passages at all. It'll go across that. But watch what happens. Let's see, is this going to be narrow enough? Yes, it is. Can't go that way, because horse cannot traverse that. But Jojo Mart's broken. Jojo Mart's broken and the community center is actually all patched up now. That is what I did. One of the many things I've done in the 3 and, well, almost a quarter years I've been playing this game. Anyone hanging up near the spa or the train tracks? Does not look like it. Well, it is getting kind of late. So I would imagine just about everybody is home. Except for maybe Linus. Linus might still be out and about. But then again, his door is never closed because he lives in a tent and doesn't actually close that flap. But yeah, I finished out the mines here. Went into the other mine. And I still have things I need to do. Is this closed now? Yes, it is. Closed just as I rode by. But yeah, repaired this bridge, and it leads to an area that you knock out all these rocks, and it will slowly replenish them with, well, various ores and the like. But yeah, Stardew Valley. I really wish that I had a few more wallpapers and floorings for my house available to me. I gotta see what this is. Seeds, of course. Nothing important, nothing that would, fulfill the requirements for Gunther. Which that's another thing, I'm almost done with the collections. With the museum collections, I should be specific there. So many other collections. And getting about halfway done with that unlocks a new area, which is the secret to my iridium sprinklers. But yeah, that's about where I've gotten in 4 years. Is this anything special? Blue Jazz honey. Neat. It's not special in any meaningful way. I mean, it doesn't make any special recipes or anything like that. But what it does do is it sells for slightly more money than the wild honey. Fairy rose honey is really good though for money, if you want to sell it. But I don't. I don't see any need to sell off my honey. Might as well keep it around. Just in case they ever come up with a really good use for it, And now it is midnight. You have anything to say? Nah, not really. Kind of the same old. Harvested potatoes. Did all that stuff. And that has been a day, well, just kind of more of a recent update here. to show kind of where my farm is and probably where it's going to stay for the foreseeable future. Outside of a few minor odds and ends. Oh, good. Going into town. Yeah, why not? I'm probably going to quit very soon, but you know. Oh, money. Yay. Did I ever? Yeah, I got the mail from Linus. But yeah, I'm probably going to quit, so I'm not going to do too much important today. But let's see if this has... There we go! Oh, look at all the ancient fruit. 116 of them at the very minimum. Money, 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 and they all get turned into wine. Mostly. Hey, okay, and these will all, just throughout the day, these will all come up. But, here we go. As a matter of fact, let's go take care of this on camera, just so you can see something. I just want to make sure I get all of them. It's like I know I'm neglecting animals and everything else to harvest fruit. Like I said, I'm not really going to keep the day. I will just have to plan my day a little better when I actually get to this. Getting all the fruit. And before you ask, yeah, ancient fruit, well, it is overpowered, but it's also a pain to get this many of them up and running. You start out with one little seed, and then you got to take that one seed, let it grow for like 2 weeks, then pop it in the seed maker. Once the fruit happens, you pop it in the seed maker, and suddenly you have more seeds that you then plant. The thing is, these will constantly replenish. That is how they work. They is a little overpowered. But if you look at that, yep, 48, 41, and 27. 40, 40, that's 100, 108, 116. 116 ancient fruit every week. And now I've just got to wait for all of these bottles to mature, I guess you could say. I think I'm going to need just about all of these fruit too. Let's not use the gold star. I mean, soon I'm going to start running out of the good fruit. Well, the good fruit. The non-gold, but you know. Because I did build up a couple of harvests of these things beforehand. But since the quality of the fruit doesn't matter in the least, and switch over. Really? My UI's in the way there. UI? Yeah, UI. The UI is in the way of one of my kegs there. And I can't refill it. I normally play this game on a lot larger resolution, but that is not friendly to my computer trying to record at that resolution. There we go. Okay. And I do believe every keg almost is brewing. There we go. So yeah, that's all the kegs brewing, and I end up with 135 bottles of wine. So yeah, I'm slightly outpacing my production. My growing with that. But that's where the fruit trees come into play because I get, 18 of those every day. You saw the fruit trees. And let's go ahead and move off that so I just don't accidentally eat one of my ancient fruit there. But if you look at it, I have, 9 cherry, 9 apricots, 9 orange. I believe these are peach. Then these are apples, and these are pomegranates. I believe that's the order. And then I've got many. These look really nice in fall, too, I will say that. You got the green here, and one row of these will turn purple, and the other one will turn kind of orangish. It looks really pretty. And now they're all up. They're all up. So are more of my green beans. Nifty. And many more of those. But yeah, just, pretty good look into how far I have come in the time I have played at 108 hours. Yeah, it's kind of amazing, really. I really didn't think a game like this would suck me in quite as hard as it did. However, boy did it. Boy, did this game suck me in hard. So anyway, yeah, I figure that's a pretty good example of about what my farm is all about now. So anyway, yeah, next week, completely different game. A game I have not featured before. Fun times. So anyway, take care, folks. I will see you back next week for, well, like I just said, a brand new game. Meanwhile, I've got to restart this day and actually plan it a little bit more structured. So anyway, take care, folks. I will see you all later.